Hey everyone, what's going on my friends? Dan Taylor from danthepixarfan.com here, back once again for another Lightyear toy review, and today as a follow-up to my last video where I gave you all a detailed overview of Mattel's 5-inch scale range of Lightyear action figures, and my review of the complete single-carded first wave, today I'm unboxing the Recruits to the Rescue multi-pack, which I picked up not too long ago at Target for $39.99. So given that most of the figures in this set are just straight up repacks of the single carded figures that I literally just reviewed last week in a detailed 20-minute video, you might be wondering why I purchased this multi-pack as well. Well, mainly it was to get Junior Zap Patrol Darby Steel, who may or may not be getting a single carded release. I'm still not sure. Honestly, I have a feeling that she could end up being an exclusive to this set, so I just wanted to secure her just in case, even though, yeah, it's a little, I'll just say, inconvenient to get all of these repeats here just to get one figure. That's on me though. I should have just waited to start my Lightyear 5-inch figure collection here with this multi-pack instead of the other way around, but oh well. And then other than Darby, the only other new inclusion here in this set that's not included with the single-carded Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Alpha figure is Buzz's helmet accessory. I have no idea why they didn't also just include that with the single release, but that's another little perk here to picking up this set as well. So with that said, in today's video, I'm really just mainly taking a quick, closer look at Buzz with his helmet on and comparing him to the single-carded release, and then my detailed review of Darby Steel. I will also take a super brief peek at the socks, Izzy and Mo from this pack as well, but for my very detailed look at them where I go over everything, you gotta check out my previous video, which I'll link above in the card and at the end of this review. Of course, first I have to mention the amazingly themed packaging here as well. That's also a benefit of picking up this set. You get this fantastic box inspired by the armadillo vehicle seen in the film. This is before the ship gets its updated blue and orange paint job. The Mattel packaging design team always does a great job on their Pixar toy packaging, but they especially go above and beyond consistently when it comes to their themed multi-packs. So kudos to them. The attention to detail here is amazing. And here's the back of the box featuring all 5 characters included, and just a little background if you're not aware what the Zap Patrol team does in the film. Well, at the Star Command base on Takani Prime, these recruits come to the rescue using the latest in weaponry and technology to keep the native hostile vines and bugs at bay. Not totally sure yet what the ZAP acronym stands for, if anything, but you can see here that we got this bug in a targeting scope as part of the patrol's logo, which is awesome. The back also reads, Recruits to the rescue as the sector protectors of Star Command. It's up to the Junior Zap Patrol to keep the base safe and secure. And just to document every side of this box here before tearing things open, here you go. And this might sound silly, tell me if you can relate, but this is one of those toy boxes that's so cool, and I can tell so much effort was put into it that I almost feel bad having to open things up. But I gotta do it, guys. Hey, at least if you're an inbox-only collector, that's one less thing you have to worry about, right? I mean, really though, this set is basically screaming to stay in the box to be displayed as is. So in that sense, good on Mattel for keeping in mind all the inbox collectors out there. And this just in, everyone. Luckily, I was able to simply cut the tape here on the side, and you can actually open things up here and slide out the figures, and back in for that matter, with virtually no damage done to the box at all, so that's awesome that the box is so easily preserved for anyone like me wanting to open these up, but at the same time, keep the integrity of the packaging intact for the most part. And here we have the figures on the blister, looking real good so far. And then here's a better look at the background inside the box. The figures were mostly blocking it before, so I just wanted to check things out now that they've been removed. And it seems this is the inside of the armadillo ship, looking at what appears to be like the side airlock door. Okay, with my initial thoughts on everything now out of the way, let's focus in on the figures themselves here, starting with Buzz Lightyear in his Alpha suit. And to reiterate, I just shared my detailed review of this figure in my previous video, the single-carded release, so check out that for more of my thoughts. I do go over his paint details, movie accuracy, articulation, accessories, and so on, but the most important takeaway here that I wanted to share is just that this is the exact same figure as the single-carded release that I reviewed, with literally not a single difference. However, this Buzz does come with his helmet, which is a nice addition here. I don't know why mine has this mark here that looks like a piece of tape or something. Not sure if you can see what I mean, but it's not tape. It's not anything that can be peeled off, so I don't love that, but it's just probably a slight defect with mine. I'm just happy this version comes with his helmet, which was a key component missing as you saw from the single figure, so big plus here. And here you can see the two areas, front and back there, where the helmet plugs into. The single pack version has these as well. I just hadn't noticed to make a note of it during my previous review. And then here we go, the helmet just snaps into place like so, and this one actually stays nice and secure on there, unlike the XL01 helmet that comes with the XL01 Buzz, which is something I also covered in my last video. Overall, love the look of this Buzz with his helmet on here, definitely feels more complete. Now, if you want Buzz with his purple head covering and his helmet, you'll want the Alpha Buzz from the Walmart exclusive Crystal Grade Side series, which will be my next review, so stay tuned. And then just for comparison, as you can see, these figures are completely identical aside from the included helmet. The single release is on the left, and this Recruits to the Rescue release is on the right. And since they are the same figure, see, you can take the helmet off from the multi-pack Buzz and put it on the single release. That's really it for this figure and comparison. And now let's go ahead and really breeze through the other figures I already reviewed previously, like Socks here. Here he is, looking good once again. I still wanted to at least show him and the next couple figures here, even if I'm not going to go through like every detail like I did before. Next up, here's Izzy, and for these ones, I'm not going to do any comparisons, since you just got to take my word for it that they are exactly the same as the single-carded figures without even a single difference. The weapon she comes with is the same, her helmet is the same, nothing was left out, so this is good news for those who get this multi-pack first, since that means you don't have to get the single-release version as well. And next up, here's Mo, and I'll just go ahead and echo all my same thoughts I just had for Izzy, since that all applies here with Mo as well. If you get this Mo here in this set, there's really no need for the single pack Mo. He's got it all here. Same figure, same weapon, same helmet. Of course, some of you out there are total completists, so if you want the single carded Mo in addition to this set, obviously by all means go for it. But for most of you out there, I'd say just start your collection off with this set, then bypass the singles of Alpha Buzz, Izzy, and Mo, in my opinion. Lastly, here's Darby Steel, the ultimate reason why I even forked out for this set to begin with. And I'll say it again in case you skipped my intro, I'm not sure yet if this figure will be getting a single carded release outside of this set, or if this figure will remain an exclusive here, though there is a single carded glow-in-the-dark version coming as part of the Target exclusive glow-in-the-dark side series. I talked about that in my last video. And like the other figures, Darby also has these little weapon holes, one on her back and one on her side. I'll demonstrate how that looks with her weapon accessory in just a minute. And once again, like all the other figures in this line, and particularly the other Zap Patrol recruits, she looks really good in terms of her overall sculpt and facial likeness, but as it is with the others, she is lacking in the paint and deco department. If you compare this to screenshots from the trailer, she doesn't have her name on her chest plate or any markings for that matter. No weathering, nothing like that, but I do go deeper into my thoughts on that in my 5-inch scale mainline review. And now as far as articulation, her head can rotate, at least side to side. You could probably spin it 360 if you wanted to, but I'm not going to force it since her collar does get in the way there. And then we have all the same points the other recruit figures have, so if you've been watching my content, you know we got some nice arm movement there at the shoulders. Not as much range as some of the others, but it's decent. The elbows can rotate and bend. 360-degree rotation at the wrists. Her torso can rotate 360 at the waist. Her legs can be posed outward, like so, and forward and back. Her knees can bend and rotate. And like the others, no posability at the ankle foot area. She has peg holes under her feet that will come in handy with future vehicles and playsets. And that's it, 12 points of articulation. Oh, and she stands right at 4.5 inches tall, maybe slightly under that. And now let's take a look at her accessories. We got her Zap helmet here. Again, this is the exact same mold as the ones that come with Izzy and Mo. This time it's just green, so nothing new to report here. I do still wish the eye area was painted red since they do glow red in the film, but oh well. And then here is her MR800M rocket launcher, or Mr. Boom for short, as they call it, since those letters and numbers do make it look like it reads Mr. Boom. Clever stuff. So yeah, pretty basic mold here. Things look good though. Could use a nice dark wash for some weathering like all the other weapons, but it's certainly passable as is. I actually really like how Darby holds the rocket launcher as well. It can kind of mount on her shoulders like this, so that's really cool looking. This launcher is different from any of the weapons the other figures come with, so I do appreciate that. Here's her full armored look with her helmet on. I dig it. And I said this before, but I think the Zap armor is actually really quite cool looking. And here's what the launcher looks like plugged into the hole on her back, and though I'm not even sure she'll ever use a laser blade in the film, at least wearing the Zap armor. Regardless, here's what Buzz's laser blade looks like mounted on her side. We'll have to wait and see if that happens, but if not, then this side hole is kind of ultimately pointless. And well, that is it for my thoughts on this Recruits to the Rescue pack, everyone. They certainly look awesome standing next to each other like this. Love all the different colors. And now that I have Darby Steel, it's just cool to finally have the whole Zap squad here ready for adventure. Things were feeling a bit incomplete before since she is one of the main characters after all, so I'm just really happy the gap is filled now. Once again, like I said last time, the figures are sturdy, they feel quality made, and aren't precarious when standing. They definitely feel solid. You guys know how much I've been loving this line so far, and I cannot wait to see what other characters might be coming in future waves. Give me even more main characters, side characters, and heck, even more of the different flight suits for Buzz. I'm hoping for Izzy Hawthorne, Commander Burnside, Airman Diaz, some more of the big bug creatures, etc. I'll take them all. Let me know, what other characters are you hoping to see in this 5-inch scale line, and what do you think of this Recruits to the Rescue set? Will you be picking it up? As usual, I can't wait to hear your thoughts down in the comments, so be sure to hit me up there. Like and subscribe for more Pixar toy news, reviews, and toy hunts. Find me all over social media at Dan the Pixar Fan. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.